If you're joining us, my name's Gavin Hill. With me today, Tammy Moskites, Venafi CISO and CIO. We're discussing the changing role of the CISO. Tammy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Tammy, what role do keys and certificates play, and why are attacks on trust increasing?
The cyber criminals are really looking at ways that they can get into your environment without being detected. Malware was one great way of doing it, and malware is detectable, right? But the malware today is stealing keys and certificate information, right? Mm-hmm. So this trusted traffic is the best way for cyber criminals to be able to exfiltrate data from your environment without being detected. Also, this threat vector is becoming more and more in the limelight with the likes of Snowden and Heartbleed, that even the cyber criminals that didn't even think about using this type of attack vector are now going to see an increase on this type of attacks. It's an easy way in without being detected coming back out.
I know, for example, if you went back a couple of years, you wouldn't think twice about identifying, say, a self-signed certificate on your network. How's that changed over the last few years as a result of things like Snowden, Mask, Heartbleed, etc., all of these trust-based attacks?
Well, when I am out meeting with CISOs and CIOs and we do vulnerability assessments with them, we do find that there's a lot of outward-facing self-signed certificates, and even surprises the security officers today to see that there's self-signed certificates in their environment that's outward-facing. So I think that the threats in general need to be controlled. And personally, I don't believe in self-signed certificates. I don't like using wildcards. And there's a lot of other types of weaknesses in your key and certificate environment that need to be under control. And if you don't really have a good understanding of that part of your environment, those attacks into your world are happening today, and they're going to continue to happen.
So why would you say then that I think a lot of enterprises potentially don't recognize the very real threat attacks on trust established by keys and certificates that are present today?
Well, the thing is that back in the day, you think a couple of years back, that people said, well, if I'm using a key and certificate in my environment, it's encrypted, it's secure, right? And then they just forgot about it. And I think that what happens is that just because it's there doesn't mean it's secure. It's sort of like locking your front door, right? Somebody can still kick it in, right? Yeah. But if they want to go undetected, they'll find ways to steal your keys to get in.
Right, leaving the key under the mat, for example.
Under the mat, under that fake rock on your sidewalk.
Yeah,
we all know that gray fake rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, well, Tammy, again, thank you for your time and valuable insight today. Join us for the remaining podcast series in the CISO podcast series. Tammy, thank you.
Thanks for having me.